Hello and welcome to episode 23 of series 1 of Become a Legend story mode. So what's happened in the last week since we last heard from Jack Harrison? Well, it's been a pretty big week for me personally. My first daughter, my first child, yeah, she ticks both of those boxes, was born last Friday, a week today, at about 11 o'clock. Luckily I'd got that Friday's episode pre-recorded as I was busy, as you can imagine, for all of that day, as I have been since. So Master League Story Mode fans will have noticed I only got the episode out yesterday. And yeah, we'll see how this one does. Hopefully I'll get it out on Friday, on the day it should be out. It might be a little later, so if you're hearing this on Saturday or Sunday, again, apologies, sort of, but also sort of not, because obviously having a child is a very time-consuming and important thing that you sort of have to put some time into, and I have been. But I've been raring to get back to Become a Legend story mode because, wow, last episode was an exciting one. Manchester United, Manchester City both felt the force of Jack Harrison's lethal left boot. And Aston Villa, well, actually, we didn't really win. Well, we did get some points. We got a couple of very valuable points against two big teams. But today, in our relegation battle, Roberto Di Matteo's Aston Villa, with Jack Harrison, the captain, go up against Crystal Palace at home, and they are 1 point below us in the league, and they are in the relegation zone. So a loss to them today would see us slip into the danger zone, and we don't want that. So let's get straight into it. Still captain, nice. Interesting that they're not starting. I would quite like to play a few games with Rudy Gestede or Jonathan Kajia in the middle, because both of them, or Ross McCormack as well, target men that we could definitely work with. Lubanza Dio, never heard of him. Great finisher, strong. Why? So, I mean, I like Jordan Ayew. He's a good player. And actually, he's quite good in the air. I hadn't noticed that. He's also quick as well. He's not the best finisher. He probably is the best man for the job, and it's a dangerous front three that I'm enjoying playing with, but we need to be winning some games. Up against the Crystal Palace side, we've got some really dangerous players up front that we all know. Wilfried Zaha, Andros Townsend. We're up against Soiree today at left back. He's a good, solid left back. He's pretty quick as well. But you'll have to be, like, shit off a shovel to catch up with Jack Harrison at the moment, who's turning into something of a sprinter. Let's go. Have we played at Villa Park yet? I'm not sure if Jack has played at Villa Park. This might be his introduction to the Birmingham faithful. Birminghamites. Birmingists? I don't know. Aston Villa fans, anyway. And he comes out as captain. Wow. I mean, it's been an interesting decision, as I mentioned in the last episode. Oh, I need to check out the shirt and the boots and the socks. Everyone in the comments who's mentioned that, yeah. You keep mentioning it, I keep forgetting. Hopefully, after this game, I will remember. We'll find out. It's going to be interesting. We'll see if really my memory is only 20 minutes long, or however long the game is. Let's go. Jackson in a rich vein of form at the moment. Scoring goals. Captaining the side. Can he bring it out today? Can Villa get a massive 3 points at home? Another little touch inside to Hutton from Harrison. That's nice. Now Ayew has it. Out to Harrison. Onto his left foot. Puts a cross into the box. He's taken out in the process. And he wins first free kick of the game. And it looks like it could be a yellow card for Soiree. I'll put him in a dangerous position for the rest of the game. But no. He escapes with just a ticking off. Absolutely clattered Harrison as he'd released the ball. Oh, he's putting a reducer in there on Harrison. But he won't be scared of that. He's made of tougher stuff. Joel Ward now. Great ball into Connor Wickham. He's got away from his man. Puts a ball in, and that could have easily been directed into his own net by the Aston Villa centre-back, but it's only out for a corner. Harrison screams through the back of him. He thought he had that. There's a yellow card for Harrison. Rightly so. The captain going into the book early doors. It was a speculative slide. Oh, he turned into it, if anything, but yeah. It's a yellow card. Not a great start or a great example to be setting there from Jack. Much spreads it to Ledley, and then out to Andros Townsend in a bit of space. Jordan Much, edge of the box. He's had one. Oh, he's had a really good go at it. Zaha could sneak in here for the goal. Something's happened. I think it's an offside. Looked like it could have been a penalty. Oh, decent effort there from Much. Keeper couldn't hold it, and that's disappointing, really. Right, Harrison needs to get involved here. He's really struggling to impose himself on this game. Turns away from Soiree. So dangerous in that position. Can he delicately put a ball into Ayew? He can. He's taken out from behind. Referee! Referee! You've got to be kidding me. That was a stonewall penalty. In an important game here, the referee making a huge decision there. Connor Wickham down this right-hand side. This is turning into a really good battle here between two sides who desperately need the 3 points. Harrison in the middle of the pitch. Lays it into Ayew. Now Harrison continues his run, but that's a great ball inside. Long-range effort from Ayew. And that's wide. Oh, well, Aston Villa are starting to play their way back into this game, and they're playing a counter-attacking style that seems to be working well. Ayew had Harrison making the run to his right-hand side. He played the ball back to him there, and it's just flashed wide. 1 minute left in the game. Crystal Palace coming forward. It's Andros Townsend. He's made his way into the box. Puts a ball in for Wickham. No one can get to it. Harrison, first time ball out to Grealish, would have been over hit. Well, that was a difficult half. Villa unable to craft a shot on target, as were Crystal Palace. It's very even, very tight. Cagey, as you would expect, in what is definitely a relegation six-pointer. Jack Harrison has been disappointing so far. There's no two ways about it. Harrison forced to do a bit in defending here as Suarez is bombing on a lot, and we can't be found responsible if he gets an opportunity to whip across him. Zaha tricks his way past one, and then another, and then another. Still Wilfried Zaha. He can't quite make his mind up what he wants to do, but it's edge of the box to MacArthur. Gets a shot away, and that's an unconvincing save there. It's out for a corner. Wilfried Zaha playing silly buggers there on the edge of the box. Decided to go back. Dribble spam. Not a great shot. Oh, this is not going as planned. Got to try and hit him on the break here. Ball in from Suarez. Wickham's got ahead of his man. Oh, he's put it wide. Ah, that's a huge chance for Connor Wickham. Has to be working the keeper from there. Oh, Harrison absolutely floored there. That is a red card. If not, something worse. Is there anything worse? That was off the ball. It was late. Delaney. Captain on captain violence there. That was about 10 minutes late. Harrison didn't even receive the ball. That's a red card. That's absolutely disgusting. But it gives us a good opportunity here. Harrison looking for the rebound. Hennessy gets to it. Decent free kick there. Harrison all right after that challenge. That is common assault. That's GBH. Oh, can Harrison find the ball here into Ayew? He can, into the box. Just a little bit too much on it. Ayew couldn't take it in his stride. If he had done, that would have actually been a pretty good ball. Right side to Harrison, who's never going to win that header, and that's not good. He's putting in the miles to get back to Suarez, but now 72 minutes in, we're very, very tired. Harrison has pushed himself for his team here with very small amount of results. Nothing's really worked for Harrison today. Townsend early ball into the box to Benteke. Great ball. He misjudges it, and that's out for a throw. Harrison could be pulled off fairly soon. Yep, there he goes. It's Adoma coming on. Poor performance from Harrison today. And he deserved to be pulled off at 73 minutes. The captain started every game so far. Hopefully this doesn't change Di Matteo's opinion of him, because we do need to continue starting, if possible. Well, big game today. We'll see if we get anything. Oh, Jordan Ayew! That's a massive goal from Jordan Ayew in the dying embers of this game. And he grabs what could be a huge, huge goal in Aston Villa's bid to stay in the Premier League. 89 minutes on the clock. I was about to wrap things up. About to say, well, it's points dropped, but the footwork from Ayew, edge of the box, was the difference in this game. It's been a really disappointing game, not just for Jack Harrison, but for both Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. It was a moment of brilliance at the end as Jordan Ayew, bish bash, and bosh, and that's done. Wayne Hennessy couldn't even get close to it, and that is a huge goal. Roberto Di Matteo will be very pleased with this. Can we hang on to it in the last minute of the game? We should do, because that minute now has elapsed. Massive game at Villa Park. That is going to be a very, very, very crucial goal from Jordan Ayew. So Jack in that game managed to pick up a yellow card, and that's pretty much it. That could be the worst game of our career. Still managed to get a 6. A lot of passes made, not a single shot though. And a yellow card, dearie me. Massive 3 points, massive. And we're up into 16th as West Brom slip below us. Huge stuff, huge stuff. That sees us 4 points clear of Crystal Palace. It was a big game, we knew that. And with a, not miles off, Middlesbrough, Stoke, Swansea, all in the battle. And that sets things up nicely for the next game, which is against Stoke. Well, reassuring to see that even after that poor performance, Roberto Di Matteo has got longer term vision than that. He says Justin in the kid team, likely still captain as well, which I'm sure is helping. So we're away at Stoke. This is going to be interesting. Hughes versus Di Matteo. Stoke, traditionally a team that maybe Jack Harrison would be a bit fearful of, being a quick, nippy, exciting attacking player. Would expect to get some lumps kicked out of him by the Orcs. But no, they're a little bit more Stoke Alona now, as we know. Afellay, Shaqiri, those sort of players. Diouf, who are we up against? We're up against Peters today. No, maybe not the quickest. Hopefully we can cause him some bother. So here we are, under the lights, in the rain, at the Bet365 Stadium. This is the typical rainy Tuesday night in Stoke. Jack Harrison coming over from America. Maybe people might suggest that he can't handle it on a wet and windy, rainy, depressing night in Stoke. But I think he can. And let's not forget, he's an English boy. A northerner no less, so he should be fine. I've got to do a bit more for energy conservation in this game, so we'll have to leave Peters to make those runs and hopefully catch him on the break, as we could do now with the right ball from Ayew into Harrison. Great ball. He's got Muniesa with him. First time ball looking for Grealish. It's a great one into the box. What are you doing, Jack? You could have taken that down, written your name on it, took a picture of it, sent it to your fucking mum, and you still have had time to control it and score. Right, that's it. We're too good for this side. No, I can't get into that. That's how we left our last few teams. Oh, great ball. Ayew into Grealish. He's got Martin Zindi with him. Oh, the spin inside. Martin Zindi takes him out. He couldn't handle the roulette. He put him in the spin cycle. And Martin Zindi could only lash out. Was it in the box, though? Jack Harrison thinks it is. Martin Zindi's walking away. Jack Harrison says, come on. I rouletted. Was it a nutmeg as well? No. But he was away from him. Oh, he did get the ball, though. It's harsh. Harsh stuff there from the ref. Maybe he didn't spot that. Oh, nice ball into Diouf. Will Shaqiri get there? He will. He's got Afellay far post. He whips it into the box. Ireland, the only option there. Allen, that's a nicely floated ball into Diouf. The rebound is there. It's well cleared. Now Peters can bring it forward. Harrison slacking off. The ball's fired back into the box. Good header away. Joe Allen, edge of the box. Finds Shaqiri, floats it in. Good pressure here from Stoke. The home side putting the pressure on. Joe Allen still. Stoke have possession. Ireland into Diouf. We can clear, but only into touch. Desperate stuff here. Oh, Grealish having an absolute nightmare. He gives it away to Joe Allen. Now Shaqiri trying to find a position. Ooh, good tackle. It's fallen to Stephen Ireland here, but we should be able to clear. And we do, but only as far as a Stoke player. And now the pressure still on. Marouane Diouf into the box. Ireland out to Shaqiri. And again, it's a desperate clearance. And Grealish won't get there. And that's out into touch. Gianelli and Bula into Ireland, who's got a bit of space here. Shaqiri looks to slip it through. That's a very important foot in there. Well, 0-0 here, and Jack Harrison once again not having a very good game. He put a great ball into Grealish early doors. That should have been a goal, really. But the captain really failing to perform his captain-like duties of playing well, basically. Harrison in the centre. Finds Agbonlahor just on the pitch. That's a nice ball out, looking for Grealish. He can take it down inside. Agbonlahor takes the effort. Harrison's there sniffing around, but Peters able to clear. Oh, good play there from Grealish. Found the ball inside. Agbonlahor's shot saved well. Oh, that's a mistake. Afellay to the box to Joe Allen. Can we get the tackle in? We can. And now we find Harrison. First time ball into Gabby Agbonlahor. Can he hold it up while Harrison makes a run? He can, but he's put it into the box. Oh, it's fallen to an Aston Villa player, and it's a great finish. Who was that? Is that Westwood? And the number 9 Ngonga with a really important goal here, away from home at Stoke City. It's a mistake from a Stoke City defence who've been stalwart today. It only takes one mistake. It only takes a minute, girl, as the great song once said, to fall in love. And it only takes one missed header from Muniesa. And we're through, and it's a goal. Once again, Jack Harrison not involved at all, but no matter. This is the sort of play that keeps Aston Villa in the side. Ngonga, really strong play from him, and a good finish. Harrison looking to shape up. Oh, that's a horrible tackle from behind. Ibrahim Afellay, who's been really strong defensively. He's also captain today. It's very unlikely. Two captains, Afellay and Harrison today, but that was more captain-on-captain violence there. He's taken out from behind. Dirty. Oh, great turn and a ball out to Grealish. Can he get a ball inside? To Agbonlahor, who turns. The bobbling effort. Hits the bar and is out. Might have got a touch from a Stoke player. Great bit of skill there from Jack Harrison to find the space away from Muniesa. He saw the overlapping Jack Grealish. Simple ball in. Good turn, decent effort. It does come off a Stoke player. Likely though, Jack Harrison will be off now. And we really need to work on his fitness actually. And there we have it, another huge win for the travelling Aston Villa side here at the Bet365 Stadium. Massive mistake from Muniesa. Gifted us the goal. And it's a huge 3 points that we really needed. Stoke will now slip below us in the league. Massive result today. Jack Harrison again not really involved, but I mean it does come down to one of the slight flaws with PES series, that balance is a little off. These sort of teams, Stoke City, Bournemouth, who was the other team that we played in the last three, Crystal Palace, those sort of teams won't attack so fluidly and so well, but defensively the lower teams are absolutely rock hard. Whereas, you know, conversely, teams like United, like City, are so much easier to play against defensively. They just don't. It's almost like they've got this weird mindset that they're so good at attacking they don't need to defend, and it's the opposite for the lower teams, and the balance is slightly off. It doesn't seem to affect the AI on AI games, but as soon as a player gets involved, as soon as a real life human player gets involved, I do have noticed that balance is off in both Master League and Become a Legend. It made it very difficult for Jack to play his game today. Let's take a look at the records. It's not going to be good reading again. Harrison this time only getting a 5.52. Awful performances. And we faded badly in the 70th minute again. That's really because we put too much effort in the last game. Didn't conserve our energy properly. And that hangover really cost us. But it's a win today, despite Harrison. And we're into 13th now. That's a huge run. Those 6 points in the last two, invaluable. As we now step 7 points ahead of Crystal Palace. Okay, before we get into the game, I'm going to have a quick look. Yeah, just to confirm, can't do anything about appearance settings, and you make any change in the edit mode, it doesn't carry over into an already started Become a Legend. So unfortunately, we can't change his boots, can't change his shirt, can't change his face. All three of them I'd like to do, but it's not going to be. What we can do is change his training. I think we're going to take one away from dribbling, add that into passing. Passing's already getting pretty good, but his crossing could be a bit better. And then we need to improve the stamina, so we'll lose a couple from physical, which doesn't seem to be getting much better. And we'll add them into stamina. Simple. Let me know in the comments if you've got any better suggestions. I'm all ears. Now let's get into it. Let's take a look at the sides for today's game against Leicester. It is a derby somehow. Not sure if it is in real life. Harrison on a green arrow. That's good to see. And still captaining the side against Leicester City. Exciting times here for Harrison. This is going to be a tricky one. So the last two games could really be season defining for Roberto Di Matteo's side. Although Harrison didn't play any well, you'd expect that his captaincy, his inspiration with the armband, really spurred this side on. Harrison, yeah, he doesn't look much like him, does he? Liam Chandler, who sent me a really great edited version of Jack Harrison. It's a shame we can't use him at the moment. I quite like his white boots, though. I know some of you disagree, and a lot of you would like his shirt out, but he's a traditionalist, Jack. Oh, no, he's not actually. He doesn't play with his shirt tucked in real life because he's not from the 40s. Musa slips it through into Jamie Vardy, who's pushed wide. Puts the ball in, looking for Riyad Mahrez. That's a good header away. Chilwell puts it in. Mahrez turns. Can he get a shot off? Musa. Now this is dangerous. Danny Drinkwater. Hutton's there. And he clears. Really well played from Alan Hutton. Jack Harrison, no help at all. Jack Harrison's popped into the midfield. Jamie Vardy putting the pressure on. Harrison taking his time though. Decides to spread it wide. And make his way back over to the right wing. But whilst he's in the centre, he might as well take this on. Sees the run of Grealish into the box. What a ball! What a ball! Xavi who? Iniesta what? Talk about vision. Talk about accuracy. Jack Harrison there with, that's got to be the assist of the season. He dropped into the middle, gave himself a bit of time, saw the run of Jack Grealish. And that is laser guided stuff there from Jack Harrison. We said we needed to improve his passing and the tactics, but not on the evidence of that one. Jack Harrison, on his way back to the wing, said, actually, I'll have it here. Put his head up, waited, ball through the legs. It's showmanship there from Harrison. And Jack Grealish, well, he's not been playing that well recently either. It's good to see the two of them, the two wingers linking up. That's beautiful. Lovely, lovely goal there. And Villa are ahead. Harrison again looking to put in a dangerous ball into Ayew. He takes it down, puts the effort in. Harrison spraying it around like his ex-teammate. Andrea Pirlo would be very proud of this. Harrison just sees the run and then bang. Accurate. Great take from Ayew. He's in good form at the moment. Good save at the near post. Oh, great turn from Harrison. Still Harrison. Puts it in looking for Ayew, but it's fallen to him. Jack Harrison pokes it in. Great determination. Dogged stuff there from Harrison, the captain, who's back on form today. Struggled in the last couple of games. Couldn't really influence things. Was a bit tired, a bit fatigued. But this time, this turn here is pure Harrison. And then the touch away from the man there. Tried to get the ball into Ayew. It hit Huth. Fell kindly to Harrison. He poked it in. And there we are. We're on the score sheet again. We needed that. Lovely little poke. He had the pace and the awareness to get in there, find the rebound. And, well, 2-0. Great stuff here from Aston Villa. Oh, great defence there from Jack Harrison, who's having an absolute stormer of a game. Probably going to play himself into the ground with running like that, but still. Good play from Harrison, steps away. Hutton, first time ball into Ayew. Takes the shot. Could have maybe slowed that down a little, but still. Decent play from Villa. We're looking really confident here. After the 2 wins in the last 2 games, which really didn't come from particularly great play. And still looking really good. Harrison away. Oh, the long ranger! He hit it hard, low, and from a long way away. Tried to catch the keeper off guard. Once again, header is won, and now Harrison can bring it forward. Simple ball into Ngonga. The ball's wide. Harrison into the box. Wants it inside! Oh, he was just caught up by an opposition player. Oh, Harrison taken out. It's a bundle. Oh, couldn't find it that time. Couldn't thread it. Half time nearly done. Alan Hutton into the box. Oh, Ayew! Could have just one more ball there, Jordan. One more ball and it would have been 3, but what a half from Aston Villa. Really staking a claim for Premier League survival. 66% possession, 5 shots on target. Jack Harrison on song today. And he's driving this team forward. Second half, come on. Another goal would be great. Nice play. Jack Harrison now. Takes a shot from distance. Again, selfish stuff there that time. That was selfish. No need to hit it from there. Had the men in support. It's good play initially. The 1-2 ball. Got it back onto his left. Had a bit of space. Unleashed it. Never going to trouble the keeper though with something like that. Oh, great interplay again! Oh, Jack Grealish couldn't finish it off that time. Ayew, Grealish and Harrison really clicking today. Oh, Harrison tries to power his way through. It could fall to him still. Ayew in the box. Oh, it's absolute chaos. This could go out for a corner. No, it's out for a throw. Well, that could have landed or gone anywhere. It nearly fell back to Harrison, who tried to steamroller his way through. Harrison lays it into Ayew. The ball to Grealish is on. Jack Grealish into the box. Can he make it 3? Yes, he can. Jack Grealish. Just crashed then. Just crashed. Finally, my tiredness delirium has caught up with me. But anyway, great ball through. As I said, this front 3 really on fire today. And Jack Grealish makes it 2 for the day. Set up nicely by Ayew. Harrison was there if needed. But he didn't need him this time. Ball in looking for Vardy. He's been isolated today. He's had a tough time of it, as our Jamie. Mahrez has been poor. Now's our chance for Harrison to grab a second, perhaps. Ball into Ayew. He's going to look for it back here. No! The blue wall coming back in. And then Harrison can't get a hold of it. We should have been off the pitch a long time ago. Harrison running on fumes here. Only 1 minute left in the game. Jamie Vardy brings it in. Looking for a consolation here, perhaps. Musa at the far post. Well, he does grab a consolation, but it'll only be that. And thank God, because we needed these 3 points. But it's going to be 9 points in 3 games today. Harrison had a much better game. Oh, no, Di Matteo doesn't want to take him off, even though we are very, very tired. We're going to play out the last 2 minutes here. It's a simple header back from Harrison. Simple passing again. Ball inside. Cannot find Harrison. That's disappointing. Harrison nearly wins it back. And that'll be the full-time whistle here at Villa Park. And what a result that is against Leicester City. Jack Harrison with a much better game. The goal was fortuitous perhaps, but the pass, the assist for Grealish's first was nothing of the sort. It was pure magistry. Incredible pass. Love it. Almost as good as scoring a really good goal for me. I've always been a fan of the assist, the playmaker. And he grabs man of the match, and rightly so. It's been a while. A couple of tricky games. 3 tricky games really after the Manchester games, but he's come back. That's what we wanted to see. Really positive stuff there from Harrison. Massive win. Absolutely massive. And we're up into 12th now, mid-table. sort of nearly mid-table. Amazing. I mean, we're quite far off 11th place Tottenham. Sorry, 11th place Tottenham. Arsenal and Chelsea seem to be duking it out at the top. Newcastle involved as well. They're doing really well. But most importantly, we're now 9 points clear of Bournemouth. Crystal Palace in a complete nosedive after we beat them, and Forest dead and buried a long time ago. Minus 32 goal difference. So there we have it. Great game from Harrison. Really needed that. That's the pick-me-up he needed. Next episode, we travel to the south coast to Southampton. We're still in the starting lineup. Still the captain, presumably. Harrison playing really well at the moment. He's had a great start to his Aston Villa career. So there we go. Hopefully this came out on a Friday. And if it did, then I'll see you again in a week's time. If it didn't, I might see you sooner, depending on how things go. But that is the schedule for the moment. Become a Legend hasn't really changed. It's weekly. Master League's still weekly for now until I sort things out. I'll see you in a bit.